What's up, guys? It's been a long time, right? It seems like it's been forever. My girl actually asked me last night, "When's the last time you made a video?" So I know it's been I know it's been a minute since I've created a video. Just been busy running the miles. Uh, this time back, this is my third round of solos, I should say. So exact dates, I don't know. I'm normally out 10 to 13 days. This time I chose to be out 17 days, and that's only because my little boy's birthday will be next week, and I want to be home for that. So if I would have went home on my 12th day, I'd be leaving before his birthday. So I just decided to stay out a little longer. That way I can have a nice 4 day home time and be able to celebrate my little boy's 5th birthday. He's gonna be 5. That's awesome. So in this time, let me get rid of this chew because it's gonna be too much. That's better. All right, I apologize. In this time, this time out, I should say, I had 2 times where I had to shut down because of weather. Not being so much trained in how to drive in the weather. Like, okay, so I trained in Appleton. I'm in Appleton right now. I trained in Appleton, and we trained on, if it was really bad out during GYCDL, we just didn't go out. I'm not taking that away from rail. I'm sure they have their reasoning. But once you get out solo or you get out with a trainer, obviously at the trainer's discretion, you're going to stay out. If he feels he can or she can drive in that weather, you're just going to have to sit in that passenger seat and watch and learn. Or, you have the option to say, hey, I don't feel comfortable, and, they would take over, so to say. But once you're out solo, it's totally up to you to make that decision on if you feel safe. And there's 2 times, 2 weeks ago, and then it would have been this past Friday, that I just felt uncomfortable. The one time was I was on my way home to Ohio, and I was in Indiana. I was heading down to the Dayton yard to drop a trailer, and then I bobtail home. Well, I was in Indiana, and the wind was blowing pretty good, and that's blowing snow drifts on the road. The sun's out, so it's melting the snow drifts, and then people are running it over, driving, and it just turns into a sheet of ice. So at one point, I knew that a rest stop was coming up, say, 10 miles, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take it slow. Speed limit's 65. I think I was going 25 or 30 with my hazards on. Other people were doing the same thing, and I pulled into a rest area, and I just shut down. Right, I called my fleet manager. Hey, I don't feel comfortable driving in the weather right now. So hey, they're like, hey, that's great. You did a great job. Just let us know when you get back on the road. And so that was my home trip. And at that point, you're just like, man, I just want to get home, but I want to get home safely. So I ended up shutting down for 2 or 3 hours, and then there's websites, right? Any state you're in, 511.com. So Indiana 511.com, and you can get on and get, they have cameras on the highways. You can see the traffic. You can see what the roads are doing, if they're icy, if there's slick spots, if there's accidents. So after about 2 hours of shutdown, 2.5 hours, obviously I was checking the 511 every 40 minutes, and salt trucks were out, starting to get out, and it was becoming safer, so I decided to leave. And again, leaving that rest stop, and then maybe another 25 miles after that rest stop, I was taking it slow. And after about 25 miles, it was just like a night and day difference, right? It was slow, snowy, icy, and after that 25 miles, it was sunny, not a cloud in the sky, no snow drifts, and I ended up making it home. So that was one time. And then this past Friday, shut down out of Love's in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. And I had a delivery the next day at, I believe it was 6:30 in the morning. Well, when I woke up at 4 o'clock, 4:30, we ended up getting like 9 inches of snow. So nobody left the truck stop that morning. I mean, you have a couple stragglers that go out, and that's their prerogative. I wouldn't, and obviously other 100 truck drivers that were there, they decided not to go out either. And I called my fleet manager and just said, hey, there's 9-inch snow, I don't feel comfortable driving. And shortly after, mass messages across our rail app, rail asked everybody, if you're in Wisconsin, to shut down until the road conditions get better. So that made me feel good that I made that decision before that came out. And so that was a slow Saturday and Sunday. I think Saturday I got 41 miles. That's it, all day. And that's okay, because from that Love's to where I was dropping off, it was only 20 miles. So it was 20 miles there, 20 miles back. And then the next day was pretty much the same. Some weather, so low miles that day. Yesterday I had about 400 miles, and then I worked into about 2 o'clock in the morning. So I am in Appleton right now. I gotta be doing my close quarters. I don't want to say test. It's going to be a coaching class. I got that at 12:30. It's currently 11:50, so I figured to do a little video. So I got the close quarters, and my fleet manager signed me up for another trip planning class, and that's just because I said, that's what I'm struggling in, is trip planning. And there's no, I don't feel bad for myself. It's just something that I need help with, and I admitted it, and I wanna become stronger at that. So I said, hey, if you got any kind of classes or somebody that can help me out, I appreciate it. She ended up signing me up for another trip planning class, and hey, it is what it is. I've caught on to a lot of stuff, but that was just one of the things that I was weak in. So I wanna take advantage and try to learn it. Not saying I don't know all of it. I'd say a little bit of it is the Atlas, and a little bit of it is military time. I would say a little bit of it is, if you're in the East Coast and you're driving to Central time zone, you got to put that into effect with your trip planning, and it can all be a little overwhelming at first. So just looking for a little bit of tutoring there, and I'm sure I'll figure it out. Maybe get the little refresher, do a little bit more training there. So looking forward to those two things today. I do have a trip to Green Bay. It's only about 40 miles from Appleton. It's a live unload at 1900 hours, and it sucks because I'll have to sit around here most of the day, but my fleet manager is working to try to get me up there earlier. It is a relay, so the trailer is here somewhere. Road life's been good. I mean, starting to run out of food. I got about 9 days left out here, but definitely want to make sure you're packing enough food. I don't think I'll run out, but I am getting low on some stuff. Just got done making some over easy eggs. If you don't know how to do that in a microwave, you're pretty much just putting olive oil on a microwave paper plate, cracking your eggs, putting another paper plate over top of that. You're sticking it in a microwave, and you run it for about 90 seconds. Take the whole plate, flip it, run it for another 90 seconds, and then you have over easy eggs. I saw that on, I believe, Instagram, and I tried it, and it works. Now I just need a toaster so I can have some bread. But just got done having some eggs, enjoying a Monster. I'll be clocking in here in about 32 minutes. And, I mean, life's good. I'm not going to say it's all balloons and celebration, right? It's tough. To get accustomed to, what I like to say is, to get accustomed to when you pull up to a shipper or you pull up to the receiver, like the intimidating parts are, where do I go, right? For instance, I went to Heinz Kraft cheese. I went there yesterday in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. And it's in a small town, and you have to watch your mirrors when you're turning in these little small towns, and it can be a little intimidating having such a big truck. And I came to Kraft is in front of me 50 feet, and I'm at a stop sign, and I'm sitting there like, okay, where do I go? Trying to read signs. Okay, receiving here. All right, park here, check in here. Like, that's all intimidating when there's people behind you, and you don't want them to start blowing their horn. You don't want to impede traffic. So all that's a little intimidating at first until you go to those customers a couple times and you get familiar with it. For me, it's intimidating. Backing in certain areas. I was in Milwaukee yesterday also. Two people at Kraft and my fleet manager both said, hey, when you go to Milwaukee, it's a tight spot. Just remember what you learned. There's a saying here at Rail. It spells GOAL, GOAL, and that stands for get out and look. And that was very important down there in Milwaukee. It is. I actually told my fleet manager today, I was like, pardon my French, but fuck that place. Like, I want to be a strong employee, and I want to accomplish things, but truly, that place, dude, I just wanted to fucking blow my fucking brains out. Sorry, I don't, but at the time I was just like, dude, how am I gonna get this in here? I tried a 90 3 times. I tried a modified 45 once. I tried blindsiding, which they don't recommend you do, but man, I was trying everything. I saw another Rail day cab driver there, and I went up to him and I said, hey, I'm Dan. I'm fairly new. I need some help getting in here. He got out and he helped me for 45 minutes. It took me 45 minutes to back in. It wasn't so much between the trailers. That's fine. It's a space in front of you that, they have these cement barriers up, and to get a sleeper cab in this area was just absolutely insane. It was one of my toughest backups to a dock since I started this. And fleet manager said, yeah, there's a good chance you'll be going back there in the future. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm speechless. Like, I don't ever want to go back there. Like, I'd rather switch jobs than go back there. But you know what? You're going to have that wherever you go. There's going to be tight spots. You just have to, you know, I played it in my head last night when I'm laying in bed. Like, what could I have done different? And that's kind of like what you need to do going forward with every aspect of the job. Is I tend to dream about this stuff. I tend to overthink it, and I do think about it when I'm done driving. Like, what could I have done different? And man, fuck that place. Fuck that place. I don't know. It's just it's intimidating when you're out here by yourself. I am overcoming certain situations, and I'm learning a lot of stuff, and the paperwork, and where to check in, where to check out, backing. I mean, it's all surreal. There's so many other things. Sliding your tandems, make sure you're not overweight in the state that you're traveling through, and making sure your seal number matches up with what's in your truck PC. And you know, I've had this talk with my girl and some of my family. It's more than just driving a truck, right? Driving a truck is I don't know what word I'm looking for here, but it's more than driving a truck. There's so many things you have to do, and man, it just makes me speechless. There's just so many things you have to do, and so that's why I haven't made a video in a while. I've just been busy, and you know, when I shut down, I'm shutting down, man. Like, I'm shutting down the truck, I'm shutting down my paperwork, I'm shutting down my truck, PC, I'm shutting myself down. I just want to relax. So sorry I haven't been on here in a while. It's a good I'm at 17 minutes, a good 17-minute video, so I think this is good. I go home in 9 days, and looking forward to that time. And I think that about does it. I did say I was in Appleton, so I got to see all the trainers that were here that trained me, and it was just great seeing them. And they were so happy to, you know, they're like, "This is your truck," and I'm like, "Yeah." And it's a surreal feeling to be able to come back and say, "Hey, thanks. It's all because of you." Which they replied, "No, you did the work." But honestly, some people have made comments here that the training here is top notch. I mean, I have nothing to compare it to because I haven't done training anywhere else, but everything that Rail said they were going to do, they have done. From Ubers to rental cars to learning to training to helping to getting me home. I mean, they have kept their word. The training, again, is top notch. These people care. They want to see you succeed, right? They want a successful training rating, right? They don't want to train 5 people and only pass 1, because that makes them look bad as a trainer. So they're out here to teach you and train you, and they want you to succeed. And it was apparent with my trainers and the guys that I still talk to. It was apparent with their trainers, and I have nothing bad to say right now with the GYCDL program. There's a lot of frustration out on the road, fleet managers and planners, and you know, I'll make another video in the future. I don't want to be jumping in and talking shit when maybe I don't fully understand a certain situation. That's why I choose not to sit here and talk shit right now. But there have been headaches in the road. Is it their fault? It's to yet be determined, and I'll make a video later on, and maybe we'll talk about it. Remember, I'm going to be honest here. If it hurts my career here, if somebody at Rail sees it and they fire me, well then fuck that, you know. I mean, that's what it is. I'm not going to come in here and lie to you. So that's that 20-minute video. I hope you guys been good. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the comments. Give me some topics that you guys want to know about, and I'll see what I can do. All right, I'm out from Appleton, Wisconsin.